Our landscape is our best asset, and as an island, the coast is the biggest part of it. The visitors want to come, so if you think someone is living in Germany, they have no coast, that's what they want to see. If we look at a heat map of where people are visiting, by and large the hot points are all along the coast. And that's because of our wonderful scenery. It is that is our distinctiveness. But it's also because that's probably where, for some of them, they feel they're getting that true sense of Irish people, that authentic visit. Yeah, Fáilte Ireland work very closely with all the businesses all along the coast of Ireland. Tourism is a key business for them. It's the key economic driver for the area, so we need to make sure that people are maximising it. And it's very, in some cases the season can be as short as 6 to 8 weeks, so we need to expand that. It has to be sustainable. We've got to get it longer. Visitors will come longer. We've got to get businesses to stay open. So we provide support to them to understand revenue management, the cost of staying open, making sure there's good service, understanding what visitors want and delivering that, also helping to market it digitally and all those type of things. So there's many supports available to help businesses, I suppose, start up, improve, enhance, with the objective being that we get more and more visitors and that we deliver better experience each time. And there's very many different types of industries. So there's your restaurants and the food providers, there's attractions, there's activity providers. And I suppose something that isn't weather dependent is very much, getting out there and in the landscape. So they can get out and about and they want to walk, they want to cycle, they want to surf. So it's making sure that they can do that. But it's helping businesses identify how to turn their passion into a business and to have an income out of it and to employ people and add to the economic growth of the region. Yeah, the Wild Atlantic Way is very much in its infancy. We're very proud of it, and Fáilte Ireland delighted to have developed this, and all the whole communities have come on board. But we're still at the very early stages. We want this around 50 years' time. But we also have to be very conscious of making sure that its biggest asset is our landscape. So we have to make sure we develop in a sustainable way. So we bring the visitors to the areas, we make them welcome, but we manage the visitor management and the flow around the areas so that we're spreading people, so it's not all about Downbean and Cork and Kerry, spread them all the way up to Donegal, all along the coast. But also making sure that when people get there, they actually have the true Wild Atlantic Way experience, and that is about that life shaped by the Atlantic as much as it is about the rugged landscape.
My name is James Cunningham. Our company is called Connemara Food Ventures. We're a seaweed ingredients company specialising in health and well-being. We're based here in Galway on the west coast of Ireland. Our product is called Nari Bake, and it is a secret blend of seaweeds developed for the use in culinary applications. For example, breads, pastas, soups and stews. This allows us to reduce salt in baked goods. It also allows us to increase the nutritional values of these products. Nari Bake has no seaweed taste, and that's probably key to the success of our product. So it all started here in Dulce, our restaurant in Barna. We're keen foodies and foragers, myself and my wife Deirdre. She also happens to be a nutritionist. I really wanted to incorporate seaweeds on my menu because of our location right here on the west coast of Ireland. So we started by putting different seaweeds in breads. I found that we had to reduce salt, we had to increase hydration using different seaweeds, and then also the bread started staying fresher for longer, depending on which seaweeds we used. But when I really twigged it was we were closed Mondays and Tuesdays. Then breads that were made on Saturday, I was eating them on Wednesday and they were still soft as fresh, like they just came out of the oven. So I figured there was something in this, and we started looking at it more closely. By altering the blends and working with different scientists and different universities, we came up with a blend that was consistent and delivered a consistent product for us. Nari Bake has been used internationally by hotels, restaurants, coffee shops. We even have included it in a health food snack bar. It's a raw food bar with only 5 ingredients, one which is seaweed. So here's a selection of some of the seaweeds that we use. These are all sourced along the west coast of Ireland. They're all organic. This is Dulce or Dillisk, same name as the restaurant. This is Alaria, Channelrack or Doulamon, you probably know that from the song. Some Fucus, and this is Nari Bake, which is a blend of all these plus some other seaweeds. Ireland is a great place to start out a business. It's brilliant for startups. Initially, we had supports from the LEO, Enterprise Ireland, then Údaráis, and following on from that, we were quite lucky to be chosen for the International Accelerator the FoodWorks program. Without doing these programs, without getting to sports, I don't think we'd be where we are today. For the company to be based here, I suppose it's right on the doorstep of the Atlantic Ocean where our product comes from. It's grown all along the shores, along the west coast. There's clean waters there, ensuring that our product is the most pristine, clean product available in the world. So it's a great place to locate our business.
RealSim actually has 3 different sections to it. We have RealSim Marine, RealSim City and RealSim History. Overall, the common theme is we simulate environments in 3D, where those environments are terrestrial, underwater, in the past or in the future. I myself come from a marine geophysics background. It is a very, very different challenge in terms of mapping it and communicating it. The marine environment, by virtue of its inaccessibility, represents a challenge in many aspects, and particularly in actually just communicating simply what's out there. We really sort of stand on the shoulders of giants in terms of the underlying technology. The gaming industry has been developed over the last 20, 30 years, particularly in the last 5 to 10 years. It's had significantly more investment. It's bigger than the movie industry. So we take the game engine and we apply spatial, so we say smarts to it, because game engines aren't designed for handling mapping data, and that's, I guess, where our unique, so we say, proposition is. We know how to take mapping information that comes from the likes of the Marine Institute, depth information, imagery, and then of course use the ease of use and the visual richness to allow people to see and explore on their laptops or computers. With the help of Marine Institute, we've been lucky enough to get funded for various different research projects, and out of that we have built a nice 3D simulation for Titanic Belfast, for example, where you can explore the seabed around Northern Ireland. The Marine Institute were actually involved in acquiring some of the seabed survey data for the North, and we took 120 square kilometres of seabed data and we've put them into an interactive simulation for the public to explore, which delighted to see that Dr. Robert Ballard had a go at, who discovered the Titanic.